Hello, I'm Elle Sydney Fisher, and I am just reporting to you all that Katie and I survived the Bell Witch Cave last weekend on May the 26th, 2018. She and I traveled to Adams, Tennessee, and we toured the part of the farm, part of the Bell farm. There's about 100 acres of it that is owned by some private individuals now. They have a cabin there on site that is a replica. It's not the original cabin, but there is a part of the cabin that you can tour that actually has some artifacts in it from the original Bell house. So very, very interesting. I will tell you that I did have some strange sensations while I was there. When I first got into the cabin area, I felt a really a large heaviness here across my neck area, and then also for reasons I can't explain, I felt really nauseated. It got better once we left the cabin area and we headed toward the cave, where we had a tour guide by the name of Chris, who was absolutely wonderful, by the way. And she told us a lot of the history of the Bell farm and talked about the cave. And you know, I had forgotten about the connection with the Bell Witch haunting and the Indian burial sites. I mean, there's parts of the farm that actually are known Indian burial grounds, and so I had forgotten about that. You know, as a kid I studied or read a lot about the Bell Witch hauntings. I always was fascinated with it and read about it my whole life, but I had forgotten about that. So it's my personal opinion that the Bell Witch haunting is definitely linked, I believe, to the disturbance of those Native American grounds. I really believe that. I do believe there's a presence still there. A lot of you have asked if I had anything strange happen once I left there. Or had any bad dreams. I did not have any bad dreams, but I will tell you something really funny happened. The very next morning, I locked myself out of my hotel room and I blamed it on the Bell Witch because there was a knock at my door and I had just gotten out of the shower, and so I wrapped myself in my Hello Kitty shower wrap and ran to the door, and there was no one there at the door. And I said, oh my gosh, this has gotten into my head that the Bell Witches follow me, and this is, you know, this stuff is happening. So I tried to look out into the hallway to see who had knocked on the door, and I didn't have my foot planted firmly in the door, you know, way, and it slammed shut on me. So there I was out on the 6th floor in the middle of the hall in my Hello Kitty shower wrap. I did find housekeeping. They got a really big laugh out of it, and I got back into my room. So that was one thing that definitely happened. It was an eventful morning. I will tell you that the following day I visited the Lutz house, which is a house located in downtown Franklin. It's the site of a Civil War battle, and if you are a sensitive or a clairvoyant who can pick up on the presence of earthbound spirits and you have visited the Lutz house, I would really like to hear from you. I want to know what you felt when you went there. If you would send me a message, I'd like to hear from you. And I'm going to be posting some pictures later on and a little article, a blog that talks a little bit more about the different sites that I visited this past weekend. Special thanks to Jill Nelson of the Hermitage also, who was my little hostess and sweet friend that took me around Andrew Jackson's place. He's definitely still there, folks. So if you want to join me and follow me along on Twitter or Facebook, or you can check out my website at ellsydneyfisher.com, and you'll find more information about all of the different projects I've been involved in. And thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you'll join me again on my next supernatural adventure. And you remember, sleep with the lights on. Bye-bye.